This is Roger with Crosscut in Tucson, Arizona. We're selling this vehicle. It's the 2017 Kia Sportage LX. It's a 2.4 liter, 4-cylinder. It's all-wheel drive. Has extremely low miles, 31,765 miles. It was a theft recovery purchased directly from an insurance company, State Farm Insurance, in Denver, Colorado. It is on a salvage title due to theft, not collision. This is exactly how we bought it. This is how State Farm got it. The car wasn't wrecked. Why is it on a salvage title? The insurance company, State Farm, has a lot more money than Crosscut. So, if they sold to us on a clear title, and we sold to you on a clear title, and something happened to you in it, you might get a lawyer and say, well, you know what, Crosscut doesn't have billions, but State Farm does. And the insurance company would say, well, you know, you could have sold it on a salvage title, and maybe there was something wrong with the car that caused it to kill somebody, and give us a check. So, their way of divorcing this vehicle after paying out a ton of money on it and doing away with their liabilities is to give it a salvage title, okay? It's all about lawyers. It has nothing to do with the car. The good news is that saves you a ton of money when you buy this vehicle, obviously, okay? When we go on a ride, I'll explain to you how we get the title to a status where you can insure the vehicle for driving, and we can get you plates to drive home with, okay? Brought it here. The thieves broke the ignition, broke the driver door cylinder, and we had to have that repaired at CNS Lock and Key. You'll see the invoice. You can click on that in the ad. The Carfax is magnificent and needed nothing. When you see the Carfax, you'll understand why. There'll be a link for the Carfax and the Kelley Blue Book also in the ad, as well as the title that we have from the insurance company. Anyway, it was serviced 1,500 miles ago, was this last oil change. And based on its condition, it was very well taken care of. So what I'm going to do, and my job here, is to point out things. This is the biggest thing I've noticed. Could use a little touch-up paint. There's a little chinger right there. Just a scratch. It's not really much of a ding, more of a scratch. But my job in these videos is not to advocate for the car, not to be a cheerleader. My job is to just describe the car, drive the car, go through everything on the car, make sure that you know what you're buying so that there's no drama, okay? If there's drama, then I failed, okay? We can't have drama. So, there you go. All right, let's see. On the key fob, you'll see that it's got a deal for opening the hatch. At the dealership, when they sell these, that's an add-on a little trick that they do. It doesn't have automatic hatch. They ask you to buy, there's like a piston with a motor in it on this hood prop on this side that is worked by that key, and that's a check builder for them. If you want one, you go in there and get one. I think they're pretty expensive though, especially now. Of course, they probably don't have any right now because don't even get me started. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, yeah, that's why it's important to buy a nice car at the beginning. That's why cars like this are hard to find. Very hard to find. So anyway, see this button right here with the hold? That is not activated because it didn't come equipped, and you can add it on. It's sort of like Nissan does with DVDs and Armadas. Same thing. All right, so there's locked. There's unlocked. All right, let me fire this guy up, and then I will show you all the paperwork we have, and then we'll go through the whole car, okay? All right, 31,772 miles. All right, first of all, here's the CNS Lock and Key, $245 to do the ignition and driver door cylinder. Here's the Kelley Blue Book, 31,000 miles, really good rating on Kelley. All-wheel drive, 2.4 liter. Typical listing price of this car would be $24,000 with a range of $22,400 to $24,800, basically. Here's the actual window sticker for the vehicle. You can click on the Carfax and see this also. So there's your VIN, all-wheel drive, right here. They have a sticker price of $25,730. Knowing how dealers work, and I do, they probably sold that car. They probably had that on their dealership for somewhere around $29,000 is what they actually sold it for, maybe a little more. This Carfax, Kelly and Carfax got together. They basically blend them together with the history, the salvage history due to theft, and the Kelly, and they come up with a retail value of $18,600. That's how the salvage due to theft, which happened, it was stolen 12/5/21, recovered 12/13/21, and that's why they have a value of $18,600, where the Kelly is $24,000. Okay, there's your VIN, all-wheel drive, brand and title salvage, that's due to theft. Carfax, one owner, that's a good thing. Like I said, when you get the Carfax, you can click on that and look at this yourself. But there it is in Denver, getting serviced really well. Bum, 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 bum. 9/22 of 21 at 30,242 miles. Had an oil change. It's got 1,500 miles more on it now. And there's the stolen date and the recovered theft date. Ignition and driver door cylinder, we already repaired that. Many reasons for a total loss, which is salvage. And if you follow it all the way down here, you'll read vehicle total loss when a claim exceeds approximately 75% of pre-damage value, or if the vehicle is stolen and not recovered. So basically, they also salvage them because they don't have them, and they have to be issued a title when they pay out a victim. So it's a lot of paperwork and a lot of lawyers. That's how you end up with a beautiful car like this on a salvage title. And honestly, the nicer the car is, the more likely they are to be on a salvage title, just so you know. I've seen Lamborghinis with 25 miles on salvage titles. There's your VIN on the hood right here. Stickers where they belong, very straight. Nice car, really nice car. All right, let's see. There's your window. Can't do door locks because we're not in it. It doesn't want to lock us out, which is good. Here's your manuals. It's got some nice what do they call them? The snow and rain mats. Those are expensive too. Under here you've got plugs and a USB and auxiliary port there. Here's your window, cup holders. You got vents back here for the AC. It's not rear AC, by the way. Don't get sucked in by those knuckleheads who tell you a vehicle has rear air conditioning when it doesn't. I want to make sure this plate doesn't fall off. When it doesn't, that's just a vent. And people, unscrupulous dealers, call that rear AC, and it's not. Rear AC means you can control the temperature in the rear with its own unit. It's usually in the back, in the cargo area. Its own AC unit. Drives me crazy. Like, oh, it's got rear AC, and very rarely do they. Let's see. Oh yeah, gotta have the doors unlocked. There's your mirror out, in, up, and down. Other side, out, in, up, and down. Let's see. Let's turn on the headlights. Go left turn. I like to do this. All right. Boom, boom, boom. What else we got here? All right. Turn on the lights. Boom, boom. There's your right turn. Boom. All right. That's that. Headlights are on. Turn signals are on. What else? Got this tilt wheel. For a leather car, this thing is pretty loaded up. I mean, it doesn't have everything like moonroof and leather and stuff, but there's cruise control, right? You can go through this button here, go through all the stuff, tire pressures, blah, 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 doors, blah. I like it on miles per hour. There you go. Then we got
Will also gives you
the mode. You can change the mode.
The entire first hour.
Change the station.
Balancing.
Alright, so that works fine. Turn on your AC. Okay. Let's see, what else we got going on here? Oh, differential lock, see that? Right here. Okay. You got downhill brake control, so you don't, going down a hill with snow and stuff, you don't go crazy with the brake. Eco mode, so it'll trim it out usually when the air conditioning's on, it'll get better fuel economy. There's sport, so you got sport and economy right here, and then right now it's in normal. All right. Air conditioning's working fine. Let's turn on some heat. See if we get some heat going here. I like to go through the whole thing. You got Bluetooth, radio, obviously volume, blah blah blah. Really nice car. Alright. Boom, that's there. Okay, let's open the thing. Let's go forward. Let's see if we have a backup camera. I don't know if we even have a backup camera on this car. Yes, we do. There it is. Right there. Let's see if we get close to something. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. All right. I think that's about it. God damn, it's hot in here. Okay, that's enough. All right, let's go for a ride. All right, if you're gonna drive this thing home, if you're gonna come here and pick it up and drive it home, we have to get plates and insurance for it, right? You can't do it on a salvage title. We have to take this thing to level 3 inspection on Broadmont here in Tucson. That's where the gun-wearing real policemen do an inspection. Because they're theft recoveries and they're ours and they know how we buy them and where we buy them, it takes about 10 minutes for us to do it. But we have to sit there for hours and hours and hours and wait for our 10 minutes. So, anyway, once we get that level 3 inspection, we can turn the salvage title into what's called an Arizona restored salvage title. Once it's a restored salvage title, we can issue plates to drive home with, and you can get insurance. So, obviously, you need that to drive. That's $200 if you want us to do it before you come here to take it home. If you're going to drive it home, it's mandatory, all right? Then we have a tax. Taxes are your state tax rate, whatever that is, plus our city tax of 2.7% and a $250 dock fee. So if you come here, it's your state tax plus our city tax of 2.7, a $250 dock fee, and $200 to restore the title. If you pay by wire and ship out of state, all you're going to pay is agreed upon price, and that's it. No tax, no dock fee. Let us know if you want us to restore the title before it ships out, and we can do that. We'll add $200 to the deal, and we'll do that, okay? If you are going to pay by wire and ship out of state, once we receive full payment, we'll fill out the title with your name or your company's name, sign it off to you, scan it in your online file, and mail it to you. Even scan in the envelope, we mail it in. Very transparent. Everything is on the table immediately. If you need help with shipping, let me know. I can add the shipping to the price of the vehicle so you make one payment. If you want to ship yourself and you just need some phone numbers, let us know. We'll give you some phone numbers. You can do it yourself. You're welcome to. Deposit's $500. Once we have a deposit, we have a deal. Until we have a deposit, it will stay for sale. So please make sure you get your deposit in, okay? Now, the Auto Mall. We're on Wetmore Road at Romero. This is Romero going this way. That's Wetmore. If you keep going that way, you'll run into the Auto Mall in about a half a mile, okay? At the Auto Mall, they have salesmen to pay commissions to. They have beautiful fountains and perfect pavement and huge rent. And they have game rooms for the kids and attendants serving scones and lattes and bottled water with their name on it. And you pay for all that stuff every time you buy a vehicle. We don't have any of that crap. In fact, our rent is $1 a year. Family member owns the property. We're using that property. He doesn't care. $1 a year. No salesman, $1 a year, no game rooms, no fluff, none of that crap. So we don't need to make what they're making, okay? The other thing is they can't sell a salvage theft vehicle because lawyers get involved, all right? By the way, this is a great car. I'm already enjoying this car. And I would like to make this my driver, but I don't want to put the miles on it, so I won't. Anyway, They also know at the auto mall that if you bought this from them, you'd pay way too much money for it. And if something broke, you'd be pissed. And you should be because of what you paid for it. Well, they charge $500 to $700 as part of their deal when they sell it to you that you don't even know is part of buying a vehicle from them, just in the price, for future repairs in case you show up and say my window motor doesn't work or the radio stopped working or who knows. On this car, nothing's going to break, but if it does, I'm not going to say never because the day you get it, who knows? Something may break, right? And so that's what they do. We don't do that. We don't charge you up front for money. We're giving you all the money you could possibly save up front. You're not paying for the salesman or the fluff or the future repairs. That means your only responsibility in this deal, besides paying, is fixing your own car with the thousands of dollars you've saved buying this thing. All right? A, you saved a bunch of money because of the title, and B, you saved a bunch of money because you're buying from us and not them. Okay? Now, if you want to pay us $2,000 more, we'll make sure that it's fine for a month. You know? I mean, but that's stupid. That's what they're doing to you, okay? We don't need to make every dollar possible. We just need to move vehicles. We're not a, you know, in need of crushing every person who buys a vehicle from us. So that's how we operate. If that's attractive to you, that's great. You're going to make a smoking deal. If it isn't attractive to you, we don't have a single car in our inventory for you, and it's very hard to buy vehicles, especially vehicles like this. This thing, if it was retail at a new car place on their used car dealership, would be $25,000. I mean, car prices are out of control right now. So this is a great way to buy a vehicle and save a lot of money. I just noticed something. There's a little thing right here. Oh, wait. Huh. Looks like that's going to come off. Fixed it. There. Never mind. Anyway, I think that's it. Thank you for your time.